Guess who? Yes, it's me. It's me. Do you know, I notice whenever I do a video, like I have this massive big clump of hair that just sort of sits like this. What the hell? Anyway, hello. And how are we all? I'm back in my spot, and it's a bloody lovely day, as you can tell by the sun on my face, which makes me look like my hair's all weirdly crimped. What's that all about? I mean, look at that. That's mental. It's not crimped at all, but look. It's the blinds. The blinds are reflecting on my hair and making it look like I've spent a lot of time and effort on it today, which I absolutely have not, because I never do. I nearly said the word literally there. Hence the pause. I'm going to try my best not to use the word literally or shit in today's video. I cannot promise that I will succeed. Very unlikely, to be honest with you. Anyway, so I've sat down. I'm actually hungry. So Belvita biscuits. I mean, what the flipping heck made me purchase those? And an apple. So, you know, I've bought them up here because I'm starving. And then I've realised the last thing that anyone is going to want to do is watch or even listen to me crunching and eating an apple. I have bought a coffee though, and I am going to drink that like immediately, because I need a coffee. It's quite simple. I have realised I've just used the last of the coffee, so I can't go with this crimped hair look. It's weird. It's freaking me out. What am I, like 12 again? Anyway, right, so how are we all? All good, I hope. I had a birthday, you were aware of that. I had my birthday the other day, another year older and all that jazz. So yeah, took you down on the sunset. I didn't film the actual sunset. I mean, how stupid was that? I should have filmed the sunset, because the sunset was actually really bloody lovely. It went really bright orange, and then there was a bit of purple and a bit of... It was one of those sunsets. If I'd actually painted the sunset, no one would have actually believed. Actually. Shit. It looks so shit. I was about to say, it looks like we've got a new word that's starting to appear in the video. We're going to have a list of words that appear often in my video, so that I can have them on the wall and try really, really hard not to keep saying. Seems like actually might be the word of the day today. Anyway, if I'd painted that sunset, people wouldn't have believed it. If I'd used the actual colours that were in the sunset that night, you'd have just said, I made that up. But no, it was nice. Very, very nice. Lovely way to finish the birthday off, to be honest with you. And now it's Igglebez's birthday tomorrow. Can you remember the whole year ago? I mean, how quickly has that year gone? So a whole year ago, I made a video. I think I made it on my birthday. Such sad life I live. Anyway, I think I made a video on my birthday last year, because I had nothing better to do. That sounds bad. I like making videos for you, so it's not like it was a bad thing. But I made one on my birthday last year anyway, and I think I told you about MZ's birthday coming up and that I'd got the Donny Osmond tickets. Well, we have been to that. It was in December. And I did do some video footage of it. Not the actual... Well, I did video some of the concert, but I think I'd get copyrighted if I showed that to you. I don't know. But I did make a little bit of video, or attempted to, of the day. So I might slot it in at the end of this video if it's something that you would like to see. I don't know why you would, but you never know. So I might slot that in at the end. But yeah, so it's her birthday again tomorrow. A whole bloody year has flown by, and a lot happened in that year. And now we're in February, very nearly at the end of February. And so far, this year has been pretty bloody good. I'm touching like everything. Touch everything, because I really shouldn't say it. Is it tempting fate? I don't know. I hope not. But it has been a really good start to the year. Not, you know, the market's not been doing so well, because it wouldn't. It's people, you know, it's beginning of a year. People ain't necessarily going to come and spend loads of money in January. But despite that, the market's also been great. It's been really good fun. There's been days in that market when the temperature has been -6 degrees, which, you know, is a little bit on the chilly side, but it created fun in the market because we all ended up just sort of huddling together a little bit around people's tables, chatting and laughing and just having a really bloody good time. And that is what I love about the market the most. I love the people there and I love the laugh. I have not laughed so much in all my life as I have in the last few months. I mean, I laugh a lot anyway, but I've been laughing at excessive volumes recently, and I just love it. I love it. I love laughing. I love finding things funny. I do have a wicked sense of humour, even if I do say so myself. And I love that. I wouldn't want to change it for the world. I keep looking at these biscuits and I'm just going to have one, I'm afraid. I am really hungry. It's going to be like eating cardboard. I mean, what the hell? They must have been on special offer or something, because this is not something I would normally purchase, to be fair. But, yeah. It is a bit like eating cardboard. But it's actually quite nice. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. There's little chocolate chips in it and everything. Look at that. Right, so today, excuse me while I munch. Well, what we're going to do today's video, I have absolutely no idea. I have got some shit to make. And not shit. I'm not going to make any sort of shit. That would be disgusting. I have got some stuff to make. So I might do that. I might make stuff and you can just watch. How riveting is that? But I have also got to order some stuff. So I might do that. Someone was asking me, I think. I'm sure they asked me where I got stuff from. So I will show you. And also there's been quite a few questions about the printer. Which, by the way, I've done nothing with. I know I am such a letdown. Such a letdown. I have got to do some. The thing is with the printer, I made these videos on this printer because at the time I didn't really have anything else to say, to be honest with you. And I'd got a new printer, so I thought I'll do an unboxing, talk about my printer. It'll make a video. One of those videos, right? I mean, it's had 18,000 views, which is ridiculous because I am not a printer expert. But needless to say, there's been a few questions asked about the printer. And I feel bad because I've shared all my issues that I've had with printing on particular card, paper, whatever. And I get questions about it now. And I did promise, and I won't break my promise, I do intend to do it. But I did say that I would do a video with some Epsom paper and just see whether or not actually Epsom paper works really well with it and you don't get any roller marks and that's just the way forward. But I still haven't got any Epsom paper to do it with and I apologise about that. But you know, I've been busy. I have been busy. I work so many days a week. Well, actually, my normal working week is a 6-day one, but I haven't been doing 6 days for a little while. I've been doing, what have I been doing? I've been doing Mondays because the shop's shut. And I stopped doing Tuesdays for a couple of weeks because there was just no point. There's just no one going to market. But yes, I've still been busy. And so I have not got round to it is what I'm saying. It's not that I'm not going to do it. It's not that I can't be bothered. I just haven't got round to it. So I will still do that video because ultimately people want answers to questions and I don't know them. So I need to work them out. But I am going to look through those questions with you in a minute and see if there are any that I can possibly answer anyway. Because we could do that together, couldn't we? We could do that. So we're going to make stuff, we're going to order stuff, and we're going to talk about stuff. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to eat biscuits. I might even crunch on my apple. I'm definitely going to drink the coffee. So hang around if you want to hang around with me for a little while. And if you don't, well then, you know, I'm not going to judge you. You carry on. You go and have a great day. I have also got something, or a couple of things to show you. So don't let me forget, because I might. But I got a new drawing that I've done that I absolutely bloody love, and I'm not going to part with it. I did it. I was did this drawing because I thought I was sitting at the market doing it mostly. Well, and at home. And I do look like I've been punched in the face with my crimped hair. I still can't get over how crimped my hair looks. That's like weird. In fact, this whole image is weird. Back out and be normal. I've done a new drawing, and I was originally going to sell it as an original. Originally going to sell it as an original. How about that? But I'm not now, because I love it and I'm going to keep it. I am going to make prints of it and I'm going to put it on the coasters and stuff, but I am not parting with the original. I'm going to get it framed and I'm going to put it on my wall and I'm going to love it. So there's that. I'll show you that. And I got to show you what I had for Christmas, because I love that as well. It's one of my favourite things in the world at the moment. So I'm going to show you that as well. But that's all to come. Just don't let me forget, because I could easily forget to show you. Let's get on with some stuff. I do actually need to have a bit of a tidy up, which does mean I'm just going to shove everything under my desk and pretend that I tidied it up. When in fact I haven't. It's just mess that I will be making for later. But you won't be able to see it. So it will look like I've tidied up. So it's a bit of a win-win situation, really. Not that you can actually see the mess, to be fair. But it's there. It's all there. Computer is on. I think the first thing I need to do is this order, because I have totally run out of coasters. Well, that's not actually right. I've got coasters on my table at the market for sale, but only a few of them. I've run out of coasters to make new stuff, is what I mean. So, look at this. It all needs a bloody good dusting. I mean, honestly, I should be ashamed. Don't tell anyone I did that. How does it... I mean, I did actually dust this like a week ago. I don't even know how it's got this dusty. Anyway, I got to order more coasters is what I'm actually trying to say. And so that's what we're going to do. It might sound like there's quite a gun battle going off behind me at some point in this video. There actually isn't. It's not like I'm sitting here oblivious to the fact there's some sort of big lot of firing going on in the background and I'm just ignoring it. MD and her boyfriend are here and they are playing some bloody game. I don't know what it is. Destiny, Call of Duty, something. And there's a lot of gunfire going off in the background. It's the game. It's not actually happening in real life. Just in case you were at all worried. But yeah, so it might get a little bit noisy. I've told them to shut up. Will they listen? I doubt it. Right, so I'm going to order these coasters. So somebody asked me where I get my coasters from. There are two places. In fact, there's probably more than that. What's this? So I will show you, if you can see with the sun shining as it is. The first company is called Sublime Blanks. Obviously, I'm in the UK, so it's only useful to you if you're in the UK. But yeah, the first company is called Sublime Blanks. So where are they based, I wonder? I could possibly look that up if I could be bothered. So it's dead easy. Go on the site. I want coasters, so I put that in. To be fair, what I do is a bit of a price comparison, and that does tend to influence, obviously, where I buy my coasters from. These ones is where I go, and then I'm going to see how much it would be to order, I don't know. So this is where it gets difficult. I have got so many images on coasters now. Let's say I've got 20. I don't know how many I've got. Let's say it's more than that. Let's say 20. So let's say I was going to make 10 coasters for each design. That's 200 coasters. And that ends up getting a little bit pricey, considering it's up front, because then you've got to wait to sell them. Now, I don't think I'm in a position to be able to buy 200 coasters. So let's see what 100 coasters will be. And don't let it fool you, so it gives you a price. And then you go through it all, and then it adds the delivery and the bloody VAT, and before you know it, it's nothing like the original price they quote on here. So, can you hear that? I hope not, that sounded painful. Right, so, I will go and do that anyway. You don't need to see that part. Sablé Blanche is one of the companies I use. The other one is called Longfort. Oh, there are a couple. So the next one is Longfort. So we'll see what they are currently selling their coasters for. And then the other one is called Express, as in X. Press. So we will look to see how much their coasters are as well. And then we will get some ordered and jobs are good. And some of them, you buy them individually. Some of them are in boxes of 40. Let's see if they sell the actual coaster that I use. I don't use cork base. Certainly don't use cardboard. I don't think they've got the ones that I use here by the looks of things. Stainless steel. Ooh. So let's go to Express. But yeah, so I've been literally running on very little. Well, I've let it run right down at the market because there's not been people coming in. And the people that are there for like their fruit, their veg, the plants, because it's spring coming up. Bloody accessories for a night out do quite well, especially when they cost like £3. But things like my product, they're not selling particularly well because it's just not the right time, is it? I mean, I don't know anyone that's going to come in to the market having had Christmas and all the bills and all the rest of it, desperately wanting a coaster for their front room to put a mug of hot tea on. I mean, that's not an essential item, is it? So I always knew that staying at the market now was more about keeping the shop window open. And that's what it's been. So I've been able to run the supplies down. I haven't run out of, well, I have actually. I've run out of stuff. But it's not been a problem. But the season will be starting soon. We have Easter coming up next month. Is it early or late this year? I have no idea when it is, but I think it's next month. And so that's when there's going to be some tourists arriving, and that's when things might start selling. But certainly April onwards, I would expect, having done the trailer before now and sort of knowing how it works, as in it's very much a touristy type product. So Express sell them in packs of 40. 4, 8, 12. So let's say we wanted 4 packs of that. 4, 8, 12, 16. 160 that would be. So how much would that be? And then we will compare. I only put 100 in the other one, so I put 160 in that one. And go from there. And then we need to get them ordered because I cannot run on nothing for much longer. So I've got that to do. I have found 5 coasters. I've got 5 blank coasters left. That is it. So we could make some of those today. I could put my new drawing on there, but I've got to scan that. I've got to get it right. So that's going to be a bit of time involved in that. Even though I'm desperate. In fact, we got 4 because that one's got damage on it. Look. Bloody useless. I am really looking forward to seeing what the new drawing is going to look like on a coaster. For sure. But yeah, in fact, we got 5. I miscounted in the first place. So yeah, 5 coasters. We could choose something to put on there. I have also got some placemats which we could print. So we got to get that done. Right, I'm just going to get this ordered because I need to do it. It's not something you need to see. It's a little bit boring. I will check back in with you in a little bit once I've done this little job. And then we will see what we're going to do next. I would have thought of something in my efforts to try and entertain you on this video. One half is now crimped, one half is not. Oh, there we go. Today, Subly Blanks was slightly cheaper by about 10 quid. So it was cheaper to buy the 160 separate coasters with Subly Blanks than it was to buy 4 boxes of 40 with Express. Sometimes it goes the other way. Today, this is the way it worked out well. So that's what I've done. I've got the coasters ordered, which is very exciting. Well, it is and it isn't. I find making coasters so boring, so tedious, but it's a job that needs doing. It wouldn't be so tedious if I didn't have to make so many in one go, but it is obviously better to do that for sure. So anyway, whatever. Coasters are ordered. I reckon they'll take, what day is it today? Monday. I reckon I'm going to take a punt and say they might be here by Wednesday. I have market on Thursday. So that would be pretty cool. Doesn't matter if that is not the case. So yeah, we now just need to decide which images we're going to put on our 5. I sold the last giraffe coasters the other day, so I could possibly make a couple of those. And what I really should have done is made a bit of a stock take on my table to see exactly what I have run out of. And I didn't do that because I didn't think about it. So yeah, I mean, in all honesty, 5 coasters isn't really going to make much difference, is it? But we could definitely do the giraffe. I know I'm out of the giraffe. And I'm just going to have to sit here, shut my eyes and try and visualise my table a little bit. Oh, actually, someone did send me a video of my table the other day, which is quite handy because that means I can look at that video and I could potentially know exactly what I'm out of. So we are going to do that. And we're going to make some placemats and we're just going to chat. I mean, how exciting is that? I hope it won't all rhyme like that just did, because that would be a bit uncool. But yeah, so anyway, I'm going to set myself up. I'm going to get myself sorted and then you can join me for that. And at the same time, I shall get some questions up on my computer here or from my YouTube channel and see if I can answer some whilst we're busy working. Because if I can help any of you out there, well, I will do my best. Be nice to be able to think I could do so. I don't think I will be much help, but I'm going to try because, well, you asked. So I will try and answer. Right, I'm going to set up. Back in a moment, NTO. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. It is actually a beautiful day. I had no idea. I've stopped looking at the weather. Once upon a time, I used to check the weather forecast on a daily basis to see what was in store for us. I haven't done it for ages. I don't think I'm going to make that many placemats, actually. Am I? Yeah, I don't anymore. I don't. In fact, what placemats am I making? I need to make the elephant. I put the elephant. Rewind. Someone asked me if I could put my elephant coaster image onto a placemat, so I did, and actually it looked pretty bloody cool. So I'm going to make more of that. What was I saying before I rudely interrupted myself? The weather. Yeah, I used to check it quite religiously, but I don't anymore. Just, I don't actually give a shit what the weather's going to do. It just is what it is. I mean, what's the point? Well, I suppose actually in fairness, it could be a little bit handy to know that there's like a flood warning or severe gales on the way. So, fair enough. But what can you actually do about it? Well, I suppose actually you could batten down the hatches and put bloody sandbags out and all that. So, right, we're not going to continue this conversation. Just needless to say, I don't check the weather anymore. My nan, who, by the way, died 2 days ago, and 2005, what's that? 2015, 16, 17, almost 20 years ago. That cannot be right. Is that right? No, that's not right. Enzy was 5, and she's about to be 22. So what's that? 17 years ago? 17 years ago. Honestly. 17 years. Still, 17 years. Where the hell's that gone? Anyway, She died 17 years ago, 2 days ago. And she used to say to me, when I was young, we used to just get up and look out the window. She didn't talk like this. But she did used to say, when they were young, they used to get up and look out the window. And that's all they needed to know for the weather. And she's right. To be fair, get up, look outside. I had no idea that last night got as cold as what it did. Because this morning, it was very cold. And that means that last night would have been very, very clear skies. And I missed it. At the moment, if we get clear skies and you look up, you've got the plough, Orion. It's called Orion, isn't it? The one with the belt and the arrow. That's not an arrow. That's an arrow. The one with the arrow and the belt and everything, he's up in the sky at the moment. Oh, you can only see him in the winter as well, I think I'm right in saying. Not that I'm an expert. But anyway, my phone just pinged. Sorry. My phone just pinged and I've lost my train of thought. I wonder why that could be. Yes, there was a clear night last night and I missed it, is what I'm saying. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. What am I doing? Help. We're definitely not looking at the weather. My YouTube channel. Lost all focus. Right, now I'm back on it. So let's get the YouTube channel up and we will look at what some of these questions are. Right, I got it up. And I tell you what, I got a little box on it because I'm in the YouTube studio. And it's got their new achievement, 75,000 views. That's insane. That's ridiculous. That means that, yeah, well, it means what it says. 75,000 times my videos have been watched. That is crazy. But also pretty cool. Now then, let's find the comments on here. We'll bring them up. Somebody wants to know where you get a black one. Don't even know how to answer that. We got the comments. I shouldn't have said that, should I? So rude. We got the comments up so we can answer those in a minute. I've got some placemats out. We got our five coasters. So we are nearly sorted. We need to print some stuff off. Well, we don't need to do anything. I need to print some stuff off and then we can talk and do. How about that? We'll talk and do and make and achieve something today. So that would be nice. I can't see a thing because the sun is in my eye. Stay. Giraffe. Where she be? Stuff's printing. So I'm going to show you before I forget. The sun is actually, I'm not going to say that the sun is winding me up because it's nice to see it. I stay all positive about it, but I actually can't see anything. This is the problem. So, right, I'm going to show you my drawing, which I might have already told you I bloody love. So, there we are. Oh, shit. I've just took old pad of paper off the thing. Anyway, look at that. If I pull the curtain, does that help? Yeah, maybe a little bit. There he is, look. I bloody love it. He's not actually finished. I have still got to do this bit here. But the fact of the matter is, I'm too scared to touch it. I just love it so much. And the fact of the matter is also, look at this. See his white patches on his face, on the sides of his cheeks? Well, look at that. Not actually showing you. If I do a little bit of this. Well, you'll see it at various times when I'm doing my video because it is trying. This pesky bloody vitiligo shite is trying to pop up, and it's doing it under my eyes as well, which is why I sometimes look, well, it's not just the same reason because it is sleep issues, but it's starting to I can't show you, but anyway, it's starting to go under here as well, which makes the dark bits really look dark. The sun's coming out, you might see it now. There it is. See that? And if I just try and there it is. Nice big bloody patch of it that's trying to creep up here. It's February. It always happens in February. So that's something to look forward to. I'm hoping to God it doesn't get as bad as it did the first year I had it. Oh my God. But we're not going to stress about it. We're just going to carry on. Pretend it's not there. Which is what I do most days. Nothing I can do about it. Well, there is. I can put that bloody cream on and try and stop it from getting any worse. But the fact of the matter is, it just is who I am. The patches are part of me now. So I just got to find a way of just accepting it, I think. I'm trying to find you. I cannot believe I've just done that to my pad of paper. Let me just show you one more time. Look at him. Oh, it's my favourite thing I've ever done. But I am also currently working, if I can find it, on something else. Where might that be? I ask myself. Coloured pencils, by the way, for the person that just asked me. I'm sure someone did. Coloured pencils is what I used for that. And this is one I'm working on at the moment. Very slowly. Stag. So yes, all good. That's my newest drawings I've been working on. And that's printed. So let's get these put onto the coasters. And then I'll show you the other thing I was going to show you in a moment. Because that is very exciting too. So yeah, the wolf. Why did I compare the patches? Well, it's because when I was doing the wolf, sometimes when I do my drawings, paintings, whatever, I go on a bit of a journey with them. So my lion, for example, I would never ever part with that painting either. Because when I did that one, it was when I'd first started really sort of using watercolour paints, and it was completely out my comfort zone, in all honesty with you. And I mean, it was here just now. I hate it when this happens. There was a roll of tape that was here just now that's totally vanished, probably because I tidied up. To be honest with you, let's use this one. Anyway, so, and I'm sorry, this sun is, I really don't want to say it, but it's starting to wind me up. So, apologies if it's just, becoming a pain for you too. The lion. So, I'd not long been using the watercolour paints, and I'd done, I think I've told you before, I'd done like the bulk of the painting, but I hadn't done any of the dark area, and there's a lot of dark in that painting, a lot of black space. So anyway, I got to a point with it, a bit like the wolf, where I was really terrified because I only had all the dark to go, and I just didn't want to touch it. I was terrified of just ruining what I'd already done, and I already loved what I'd done. But anyway, obviously I did do it. And I finished it, and it tested me, and it took me out of my comfort zone, and it was just a real journey that I went on. And that painting, which I also just love, I just love the painting, the expression in his eyes. I don't want to say it myself because it sounds really big-headed or whatever, but I just love the expression I captured on that lion. I love his eyes. I love everything about it, but I really love the journey that painting took me on. So, I can't ever part with it. Well, I would. I could part with it if someone ever came along that just, for whatever reason, I wanted them to have it. I would never sell the painting. It means too much to me. So, for the moment, it's mine. I'm keeping it, and that's just the way it is. And the wolf has become that. The wolf, I mean, I absolutely love the drawing. And it is the expression in the eyes again. And just the whole thing. I'd love it. This one's been done in coloured pencils. But I did it at I don't know how to explain it. It's just the whole picture resonates with something in me. And I don't know, it's weird. I just realised how wolf-like I am myself. I mean, I've always been a bit of a loner, in all honesty with you. I have not got the biggest social circle whatsoever. In fact, I don't really have a social circle. I have the people at the market, and that is it. I've never, ever, ever, or maybe when I was a kid, perhaps, but I've never had a need to have lots of friends in my life. And I've just, for as long as I can remember, that I've just been like that. I mean, I've had friends, obviously. But even when I was like 19, 20 or whatever, I used to go out to the local pub and I'd go on my own, and I'd know that I would go in and find, like, there'd be people I actually know, and I had loads of good nights. It was good fun. But I've only ever then had a handful of what I call people, like friends, literally a handful. And those people are still in my life today. Not on a daily basis. And there's only like 2 or 3 of them. But they are in my life. I mean, the other thing is, I was always one of the boys. I just always hung out with I was a tomboy growing up. Never, ever, ever into like what you would consider to be girly things. I did not walk around as a young kid. I'm doing loads of drafts here. I didn't walk around as a young girl with mother's high heels on, not that she had any. I never put makeup on. I did not dress up in dresses. The only thing I did have, which is a weird flashback, I had this green velvet, I don't even like the feel of velvet, but it was like a green velvety cape. And I did used to like wearing that. Well, that's weird, that's a random memory. But no, I didn't do the whole dressing up in dresses, bloody pearl necklaces around your bloody neck. I was out playing rugby in the garden, football in the garden. I was always out in the garden. The whole summer holidays, apart from the 2-week annual camping trip to somewhere in England, the whole 2 weeks holidays were literally spent in the garden, except when we used to go in to make a soda stream. Until a bit later on, when I got to about, I don't know, 12, 13. And I just lived at the stables. Literally. Well, no, not literally. I mean, I didn't sleep. Well, basically, I had a pony. It was kept in a place down the road until it then started. We kept it at stables, not just literally over the... If I say literally one more time, please shoot me. Don't actually shoot me. There was a stables just like 2 minutes walk from the house. And so when I got to about 12, 13, I just spent all my time there, every second of every single day. Rain, sun, whatever, I was there. And even when the person who owned the stables wasn't there, you could find me sitting in the stable with the horse for hours until the person who owned the stables would arrive. And then we'd get on with the mucking out and the this and the that, and then going out riding and blah, blah, blah. And I loved my childhood because that's interesting. Sorry, just had a thought. So anyway, yeah, I pretty much spent my whole childhood from about 12 to about 16 at the stables, I suppose. Which is really interesting to me. Sorry, I'm having a bit of a realisation about something completely different, which has got nothing to, you're not going to be interested in at all. Yeah, so that's how I did until I had like my first serious boyfriend at 17, and then the stables took a bit of a back seat. as happens, I suppose, in life. So yes, so I've totally gone off on a tangent there. But what I'm trying to say is I was doing the wolf and I realised how much like the wolf I am. It's like now I'm at the market and all of a sudden, for the first time in my life, I think, I feel like I'm with my people. It's like I'm with the pack, my tribe, or whatever you want to say. It's like I found where I belong. And that's crazy to me. But I was realising all of this whilst drawing this wolf. And that's when I noticed the patches on the face. Because even that's right. That is very similar. His white patches on the sides of his face. And my patches, honestly, I know you can't see them much here, but they can go very white. If you could see the photos, which I have got somewhere, which I am not going to show you, of when I first had it, however many years ago that was now. It was when I opened the trailer, so what, 3 years ago when it first developed? They were white. I looked like a freak. Well, no, I didn't. That's not even fair. That's what it felt like in my head. It wasn't very nice. Whereas now, it's just, well, they're definitely faded. But you can only see, it's like if I went to a party and there were UV lights in there, oh my God. I would become the talking point of that party. Because all these patches would just stand right out. If I go and stand in the bathroom, there's a mirror in there. And in the light that's in the bathroom, I can see they're really obvious. Which is why I know the bits under my eyes are now going. But it's not as bad as it was, because at one point I had it all here, I had it here, I had it here. It was horrific, to be honest with you. So this actually doesn't bother me in the slightest. I don't care what it looks like at the minute. I just don't want it to get any worse. And it has spread because it was just here. And it's now here. It's creeping like that. That's it. And this side's creeping too. But luckily, it's not this colour white. So let's get this machine turned on and get that heated up. And then I have got the hedgehog here. We'll get him printed as well because I'd already set him up. Ready. Anyway, the wolf. That's the reason I'm keeping him. Not only do I love the drawing, it's been another journey. And if I find myself going on a journey with my pictures, it's inevitable I'm going to keep them. So I do actually, it's like the original of the wolf. I've got it, but that's not what's on my wall. I got the print of the, not the wolf, the lion. I got the print of the lion on my wall. Which I should have the original up, shouldn't I? That's what I should do. I should have the original up. So if when I take the wolf in to get framed, I might get the original lion done at the same time. Right, that's going to heat up. I might go and get the other thing I was going to show you because we got to wait a few moments for that. Because it does take a few moments. And not only that, once you start using it, it does smell a bit. Not that you all have to smell it, of course. I wonder if there ever will be a day. What was that in? Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, maybe? I wonder if that day will ever come. I mean, Back to the Future, which is a flipping good film. I love it. Went to see that in the cinema. What was it? 1985, something like that? And I left that cinema thinking, apart from Star Wars, obviously, which I also saw in the cinema, which was the best thing I'd ever seen in my life at that point. Back to the Future was another one of those moments. Loved that film. And there are parts of that are coming true, I think. Like the whole car system, the electric, it's not going to be long before cars are hovering. I mean, honestly, we've already got people moving around on bloody rocket shoes. The world's gone crazy. And we're not even going to get onto that conversation because I will properly get onto around about that. So let's not go there. Let me go and get what I was going to show you. We'll stop there immediately and move on. I got it. Look what my mum got me for Christmas. Dun, 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 dun. I love it. Honestly, it's become my favourite thing. I love it so much. I was making myself play this guitar every single day for at least 10 minutes, which doesn't sound a lot, I know, but something is better than nothing, especially with the fact that these fingers here, because obviously if you play the guitar, you know these, you get like calluses that harden up because pressing these strings in quite hard, I would have to say, really hurts your fingers. So I was trying to do at least 10 minutes every single day so that they stayed hard. But I haven't done it so much lately. Well, no, I have been playing it, but not every day. And my cat's sneezing. Right, Blue? Bless you. So now when I play the guitar, it actually really hurts. But look at it. I just love it so much. It sits downstairs in my front room on its own little stand, and I just find myself staring at it and just loving it. It is my favourite thing. And yeah, so I'm not that much better than what I was when I last played the guitar for you, but progress has definitely been made. I can remember the streets of London now pretty much off the top of my head, although I get the words a bit jumbled up. But I've also now been learning an Elvis song, obviously, because I love him, so it really needed to be done. And it's In the Ghetto I've been learning, and I've been learning some other stuff as well. So that's all very exciting, and it gives me something to do of an evening. But yes, look at it. I love the colour of it. I just love it. I love my guitar so much. So yeah, now I've shown you that too. That was the other very exciting thing that I wanted to share with you. It is a Yamaha, I think. It's the Yamaha. And it wasn't the cheapest. It wasn't the most expensive. Initially, I'd thought, oh, I'll get the same guitar as what Elvis used. £2,000 later, I don't think so. So yeah, it's a Yamaha one. And if I hadn't already told you, I absolutely love it. I was thinking I could play you a song. But don't expect much, because it's quite good that you can't actually see me very well, to be fair, because it means I can hide with the help of the sun, hiding my face. But someone did say in one of my other videos, it would be nice to see me do another song. So I could do it for you, but I don't know it brilliantly. I will make mistakes. But, you know, it's one of those things. I am very much still learning. I'll tell you what though, for anyone out there who plays the guitar, like I know some of you do because you said so, this guitar, I can play it one day and the next day it's so out of tune, and to the point where it's like sometimes I wonder if someone actually comes in my house and turns these dials, because sometimes it really is quite out of tune. But then I thought maybe it's just because of the temperature fluctuations, like it gets very cold at night because I turn all the heating right down. Maybe that has something to do with it. But what's that all about? One of you will know the answer to that. Is it normal for your guitar to go that far out of tune overnight? Anyway, me with my crimped hair look, hiding behind the sun, I will play you the In the Ghetto song. And if I don't like it, I just won't include it in the video. Simples. I will say that it really does hurt my fingers at the minute, and when I'm playing, I think it's A something, I don't know if it's major or minor, whatever it is, I have to push it down really hard for it to sound like it's actually in tune. So there might be points in this song where it sounds a little bit out of tune, but it's because my fingers are hurting that much, I cannot push the strings down far enough. So I'm going to suffer with the pain of it. I'm going to try and get to the end. Look what it does. Look at those indentation marks. I'm going to mind over matter the pain that I'm in for you lot. Just bear that in mind. That's how much I think of you. Right, here goes. I don't know why I'm actually doing this. This is ridiculous. But anyway, let's do it. So prepare for mistakes, because I'm doing this off the top of my head with nothing in front of me to remind me of the words or the chords. So there will be definite 100% mistakes made. Right. As the snow flies on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cried, 'cause if tries to roam the streets at night, and he learns how to steal, and he learns how to fight in the ghetto. Then one night in desperation, the young man breaks away, buys a gun, steals a car, tries to run, but he don't get far, and his mama cries as a crowd gathers round an angry young man face down in the street with a gun in his hand in the ghetto. And as a young man died on a cold and gray Chicago morning, a poor little baby child is born in the ghetto, and his mama cried. See, that A sounds so out of tune. I'll tell you what I got these chords that I play that I just love doing. Just totally made it up. I'll play it to you. It's going to sound like nothing to you, but I love playing it. I love it. Messed that right. I could play this for hours. I think E minor is my favourite chord, which is what this one is. Anyway, that's the sort of nonsense I get up to. I love that. And it's a nothing. But yes, apologies. That did sound a bit shit because I could hear it in my own head that that sounded a bit shit. But there we are. That's where we're at. It's a beeping. It's beeping. So let's get this done. I think we will do the placemats first, like. Do you know what I mean, like? Get the placemats done, likes. Dun 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 dun. Oh, forgot about that light, didn't I? I had to make a clock the other day and I had to adjust the pressure, and I've just, as I've shut that, remembered that I need to tighten it up. So I'm probably going to have to press these again. Bloody sun! The sun basically has come round the front of the house whilst I've been doing this video, so hence I can't actually get out of it anymore. But it will be setting soon, although not in time for the end of this video. So apologies about this whole sun crimped hair look, which I'm not digging, by the way. Digging? That's a word I don't use. Where's that come from? So yeah, in the ghetto, I am no singer. I know that. But I do like to play the guitar. I wonder if you can get to become a better singer. It's like people come to the trailer, market store, whatever. The amount of people, oh my God, if I had money for every time someone said it to me, I'd be so rich. The amount of people that say, I can't even draw a stick man. And I always say to people, you can, and you know, it's one of those things. Is no one's really rubbish at art. Firstly, there is no right or wrong with art. It's your interpretation of the thing you're drawing. And secondly, it's like with everything in life. If you practice, you get better. I have. The drawings I used to do years ago, well, they're not shit, to be fair, but they are so much better now. Because I've learned how to use the pencils. I've just got better at noticing the detail and doing the proportions and all that sort of jazz. I wonder if the same is true about singing, or whether you are just given the voice box you've got. If that makes any sense whatsoever. I mean, if you're tone deaf, can you ever become a good singer? Interesting question. Probably not, actually. I suppose if you're tone deaf, you're tone deaf. Maybe that's today's stupid question of the day. Ooh, just remembered my apple. Apparently, I eat apples really slowly. When I'm at the market, I often help the person that does the fruit and veg there. And so I always pinch an apple. I always pinch an apple in payment. And, one moment please. How does that even work? Actually, it has. Quite exciting. Nice. Get that on there, likes, and then get these on there, likes. Actually, we haven't really made much stuff. It is only those. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Anyway, what I was saying was this. I have discovered pink ladies. Let me rephrase that. Oh my God. I get myself in so much trouble. Of the apple variety is what I'm talking about. The pink lady apple type I have discovered. And I pinch one because I'm, I help unload, I help set up, I cover the table when toilet break is required. So I help myself to a pink lady apple. I also help myself to plums and grapes. And what are they called? They called lychees or something? Had never had one of those. Had one of those the other day. They were very, very nice. Why was I telling you this? I think just because I took a bite of this apple, which is nothing like a pink lady, by the way, of the apple variety. Remember, that's what we're discussing here. Oh, I remember what I was saying. Apparently I eat my apples really slowly. It's not that. I'm just savouring the apple. I'm savouring the taste. Enjoying the apple is what I'm doing. Why would you rush it? If you enjoy something, why would you rush it? Sorry. Why would you rush it? Why would you not savour every moment of it? Now I'm going to get the giggles, which I must stop immediately because none of you know what I'm giggling about. Right, it's just going to beep, beep, beep in a minute. And then we're pretty much done, I think. We've made a really small amount of product. We've ordered more coasters for Wednesday. Oh, we haven't even done the YouTube questions. We might have to leave that for a part 2 video. We might have to call this part 1 and then do the questions in part 2. Because there's quite a lot of questions, to be fair. And if by chance I do actually know the answers to it, that could become quite a long video. So I'm thinking the light's going now anyway, which is also good because now I don't have loads of sun across my face, but it's also going to get too dark to actually video in a minute. So we could finish this video here in a minute. I'll show you the placemats. Well, the elephant one, 'cause you've not seen that before. And then we could make a part 2. I mean, how exciting is that? Does that mean I'd have to wear the same top in it? Un, deux, trois, quatre. Sank. Sank? Is that how you say it? Right, let me show you. So, this is, for God's sake. This is the elephant one. I just messed up a bit, to be fair. There it is. He looks very cool, but look. Big white edge, no white edge. But look, he looks very, very cool on a placemat. That's what it should look like. Things like that do wind me up. I mean, there's just no need, but there we are. He looks very cool. So, yeah, that was because someone asked. Put the hedgehog on there, but don't know what I think about that, to be honest. And then the giraffe. We've got the giraffe on a coaster. There he is. Well, hello there. So we've got 4 of them now because I'm completely out of them. So that's that done for Thursday. And then if the other things arrive on Wednesday, I can make a whole load more. And I cannot wait for that joy. Anyway, I think that I really do need to leave the video here because I feel like I've been talking forever. And I've got to go shopping yet. It's another job I just love doing. But they are hassling me because, you know, they do want something to eat. So I should go and get that done. The light is fading anyway. So, yeah, there we are. But I'm sorry, I did tell you I was going to do the YouTube comments. I did answer one. I didn't actually. What was the question again? Oh yeah, where'd you get a black one to? I don't know. Oh my God. Which printer would you buy now to print on 250, 300 GSM? Well, I don't know because I'd have to do a hell of a lot of research on that to answer that question. I do remember I was looking at the Canon printers at the same time when I was researching this one. Cannot remember what Canon printer it was. I can't remember at all, but possibly something like that. I'd have to actually, if I was going to get another printer now, I'll tell you how it would go. I'd find a printer, I'd research the shit out of it. And then I would end up researching, I don't know how many more printers for days. And in the end, I'd come back to the very first printer I'd looked at. I could have saved myself a whole heap of time and effort. That is how it always goes. What would you guys say is the max GSM you can print from the front? Was it 160? Well, I say that, I don't even think it's that. They suggest the front of the printer is for plain paper. So that's not really a heavy GSM at all, is it? I can't remember off the top of my head what that actually would be. I don't know for sure. I want to say the software update can affect the paper thickness in the touchscreen settings menu. Maybe it can, I don't know. I haven't had an update. I check, nothing. Thank you for an educating video. Did you ever receive the Epson firmware and did it fix the problem? No, I did not. Thanks for the review. I'm on the verge of purchasing the same for printing my prints, which I'm now working on. Thanks again. You are very welcome. I have heard of the roller issue with other Epson printers. I don't remember the exact fix if there is one. I don't actually think there is a fix. To be honest with you, I don't understand how there can be. If the rollers make indentations on your paper, how can you possibly fix that short of perhaps lifting the rollers up a little bit or something, which obviously I'm not going to do. I'm not going to touch the insides of this. It might come down to Epsom paper. I can't comment on that yet because, as I said, I haven't bought any yet because I'm a proper letdown in that department. What about the roller marks? Well, what about them? What A3 glossy paper would you recommend? Nothing too costly, just prints that the kids will stick on the walls for a few months before they swap out for another character or scene or celebrity. That's fair. That's very true, isn't it? I don't want to go super cheap that is full of loose fibres and dust. Any that you tend to avoid? Thanks. Well, see, that's implying that I am some sort of expert. And I absolutely am not. So I don't know that I could really recommend any paper. I would say what I use, but I can't remember off the top of my head what it is. But this is all things I can do in another video, isn't it? That's what I've got to do. Hello, my lovely. Could I ask what paper do you use for the mugs? The llama is gorgeous. Yes, you can. It's S-Race. And I cannot remember where I get it from, but I will find out. But it's definitely S-RACE. S-Race. Hi, lovely. How do you actually change the setting between standard and high? Is it actually on the printer settings? Yes, it's on the computer. So when that dialog box comes up, you can choose there. It says something like, I think it just gives you the option of high and standard. It might be user. There's 3 options and you can just select from there. Might be different on your system, and you might even be able to do it off the actual printer itself. Oh shit, off the printer itself, but I do it off the dialog box that comes up on the computer as soon as I press print. Anyway, as you can see, there's a lot of questions that could be answered. So I've answered a lot. I have, in fairness, said I was going to do some questions, and I've just run through a few. But I think maybe a part 2 or just a separate video on this is probably the best way to do things. Because I don't know how long these videos are going to be, and I'm pretty sure that you are all fed up of hearing my voice, me rabbiting on and on and on. So, yeah, I'm going to finish. I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to get out of here and let you go and get on with your day. Thank you if you stayed this long. Thanks for being here anyway. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for leaving all the comments. It's lovely. And I will get another one up soon, she says. I will try to. I really should do a market video. But if I was going to do that, I'd take you on the whole day. So I need to get some sort of gadget so that I can put my phone up in my car. You know, and literally take you from start to finish of a market day. Because that might be pretty bloody cool. Or not, as the case may be. But it might be nice. But until then, until the next video, you take care of yourselves. See if you can find a pink lady. It's worth trying. They're bloody lovely. Let me know in the comments if you do. What's your opinion of a pink lady? Anyway, go in and I will speak to you soon. Thank you. Be good. Take care. And all that jazz. Bye.